All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10:17. Hang on a second here. I gotta sneeze. Hang on. Pardon me. Gosh. Wow. Why couldn't I do that 20 seconds earlier before I started this live stream? Anyway, all right, let's go. So today I get to do a $352 recap. It is 10:17 in the morning of August 17th, 2021. And the first one I'd like to go over is BBL because this is one that actually planned out and it worked well. So this morning on BBL, actually, you know what? Let's see. I had levels on BBL at 66, 63, and 6608. And what I decided to do actually was before the bell rang, I decided to get rid of those levels and the Fibonacci retracement that those levels were based on, and then crank over to, or just kind of switch over to the new levels here. So this morning I don't remember where my levels were exactly that got me. I mean, it was up around here somewhere, and so once the stock opened, I moved the Fibonacci over to get these levels, and they worked out really well. Let's see, is that I had it. Where did I have the open now? Oh, this is the 1 minute. Did I have it on the 10 minute? Jeez. Well, okay. So anyway, 66. Okay, okay. All right, I remember what I did now. All right, so what I did is I staggered purchase for 500 shares. So $66.17 is the Fibonacci level that was important. And so I started, but so 66, it's so close to $66, that I was kind of like, all right, well, let me just, stagger, some orders between 66, between the Fibonacci of 66.17. So I staggered 7 orders between 66.25 and 66 even. Is that right? That's not right. I got filled on. Oh yeah, okay. I made it. So I got filled. Here we go. Let me just pull it up here. So I got filled on 350 shares total. You can see 250 there and 100 there, so 350 total. Now, when I put in one or two of the orders, I put it in for 100 shares even, because that's what my trading platform defaults to. So anyway, long story short is I wound up averaging into 350 shares around this $66.17 mark, starting at $66.25 and then ending at $66.05. So 625, 20, 15, 10, 5. So I had 5 orders staggered, and I was going to do 50 shares per order, but somehow I wound up putting, I wound up getting filled on 350 instead of 250. I'm not sure how I did that exactly, but it happened, and it was a good trade. So what happened is and there's a nice thing about this stock right now. It's behaving rather orderly. This is a rather orderly decline. And so right here, now I didn't know it was going to happen. Like right in here, I didn't know that there was going to be this bottom right here that was going to, I was just using my Fibonacci's, So the trade worked out. Now I didn't get a 1% move. I didn't get the 1% move that I wanted here. Let's see. So I got 38 cents and 24 cents. Let me do the math real quick. Let's just do the math. So clear. Let's see, 59.92, 59.92 plus 38.47 divided by 350. So I got about 28 cents per share profit. Now, it just wasn't going to give me this, and I could tell because of sort of the orderly movement of this stock on its way down. I found a support level, but I didn't find a support level that was going to take me all the way to a 1% target price. So I averaged into this thing at somewhere around $66.17, something like that. And so a 1% move, let's go clear. A 1% move of 66.17 is going to be roughly 66 cents, right? And the price target, that would have put my price target at about, $66.83. But I could tell this stock from this support level right here, where I basically averaged in right here, roughly, at 66.17. It says 66.16 on the side here, but I averaged in roughly right there. I knew from this chart that it wasn't gonna. It was most likely not gonna make it past $66.54. So I watched it for a little bit, and I was like, okay, come on, you can make it. you can get past 66.54 and give me a full percent, but it just wasn't doing it. So I cut out of this trade. Let's see. I made an average. What did I say? I made an average of 28 cents. So 66.17 plus 28. Oh, come on. 66.17 plus .28. Yeah, 66.45. And so it started slipping down. I mean, it did go as high as its previous low right here and tried to break through, but just couldn't do it. And so I managed to dump it before, I managed to dump it with some profit, not a 1% profit, but, I managed to dump it with some profit. So this was this was my favorite trade. It wasn't the most profitable trade of the day, but it was my favorite trade of the day. And it's because I actually listened to what I was telling myself in my morning strategy session. The whole reason for having a morning strategy session is to trade that strategy. And it seems like in the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, I've been a real knucklehead and I haven't been trading my strategy, which has been putting a damper on, my profits, So I finally moved my Fibonacci over to the opening price. It gave me a good support level. I averaged in to a position around that support level. I didn't put all my chips on one price. I averaged in a little bit above and a little bit below. Got a pretty decent, 66.18 was the support level. I averaged in at 66.17. And then I recognized where the most likely amount of resistance was going to be. Would have been nice to have seen it break above that resistance. Wasn't going to do it. So, I exited the trade profitably. I like this trade. It's, not picture perfect. It's not absolutely totally wonderful, and everything. It's not the biggest trade, but This is, I know what I'm doing. This is confirmation of having a plan, recognizing, where the support and resistance is, and trading accordingly, and making a profit, and being disciplined, and so on and so on. So I like this. That's why I like this trade. Okay, so next up, now the most profitable trade on the day, was VRPX. This is an interesting one. This one started hitting the scanner, started making noise on my scanner. And when I looked over at it, it had just hit this roughly $8.50 area and was pulling back. This is a nice little bull flag right here. So here we have the pole, the flag, bull flag. So the next breakout, is going to be over top. And there are a couple of clues to this one too, actually, as to where the breakouts were going to be. So that 849 level, let me show you where I got that real quick. This is a relatively new stock. It's been out since February of 2021, February of this year. And its previous all-time high was on this spike here on July 7th at $8.49. So there were a couple of clues here this morning. This is the 5-minute chart. Let me put it on the 1 minute. So there are a couple of clues here this morning on what this stock was going to do. So I averaged into 500 shares in this one, 1,000 shares. In this area right in here. So when I got to this stock, I was like, okay. And it had just dipped back down below the 849 level. Oh yeah, I remember now. And I started buying right. Let me get rid of that. Let me just make it larger so you can see it. This false breakout right here, it sucked me in. But it only sucked me in for 100 shares. I only bought 100 shares. And so I was watching it, and I was like, okay, it's dipping down a little bit, but it's not really dipping below this. This is the first pullback right here on the 1 minute. And so I was like, okay, well, it's not really going below, it's not really getting close to this level over here. So it's still bullish. And I was watching, and I was like, okay, I'm going to buy another 100 shares. I'm going to buy another 100 shares. Another 100 shares, another 100 shares, and then it paid off for me. And so I was able to make, I could have let this run actually. I was in for an average of $8.25 or $8.30. I was in for an average of $8.30 in here. And it made a really nice run. I definitely cut it loose too soon. But I just wanted to take profits and, be done with it. So, yeah, I was in at an average of $8.30, and the thing went up to almost $10. So it could have been, more like a $1,000 trade, but you know what? I made, I don't know, $300, whatever it is on the trade. Let's see. 63, 150, we'll call it 190. 340. So 300 basically. Wait, that's not right. Oh yeah, it is right. Let me just pull up the calculator here real quick. So clear everything. 63.99 plus 95.99 plus 37 plus 151.98. Yeah, $348. Okay, and so then LMFA didn't work out. I'm glad that I dumped it early, although it's coming up to nearly my average price this morning. So I got sucked into LMFA right here at $5.48 a share, and it started to move up for me, only 10 cents, but then it just wasn't happening. right? And how many shares did I take on LMFA? I took 150, 350, 450, 500 shares. And I didn't buy all at once on LMFA. I bought like 100 shares here, and then like 100 shares here, 542, and then like I averaged into the 500 share position in this area right in here. And then it was starting to run up, and I was like, all right, awesome. But then I was watching level 2, and it got rejected really quickly. And so I wound up just dumping it. I think I was in at an average of $5.35 a share. No, that's not right. I was in more like $5.40, we'll call it, something like that. Anyway, I don't remember. It took a dump. I dumped it before it just totally went down on me. And I lost a bunch of money, before it took off to the downside and killed my P&L for the day. So I did manage to dump it early. Did manage to cap my losses on that one. And then RBLX I took a stab at. It's in. You know what? It's really too bad about RBLX. Actually, that could have been a really good trade. I don't remember where. Actually, I do remember where I got into RBLX, and it wasn't. I had a great level on this one. This would have been another great trade if I'd been smart about it. I got into this one at $75.95. I look at it; it's really taken off in the past few minutes. And I actually don't remember why I got it. Yeah, I remember. I got in at $75.95, right in here, and it was basically a garbage entry. I had missed out, and I was like, oh, this thing's going higher. Look, it's breaking, the morning high, and it wasn't a good entry, and the good entry would have been the one that I had this morning at $73.97. Look at that. And the reason that I didn't take it is, one, I was distracted with, I don't know, some other LMFA, I'm pretty sure I was distracted with. But also, my support level this morning at $73.97, pre-market, it made that move already. So it spooked me from having a regular hours trade in on this one. And I probably would have only bought 100 shares on it anyway. But it definitely, from we'll call it $74 right here, definitely made a good move above that. So this morning at $75.95, that's right. I did manage to dump this thing for 13 cents profit on 100 shares. So I did manage to get out of it green. But it's nothing, certainly not a trade that, it's not at all a disciplined, systematic trade. It was an entry because it was going up. And it's just not, I do these strategy sessions for a reason, right? All right, so then, it definitely popped up over this little period of consolidation right here, though. Look at this. Really popped up over that, came back tested it, and has just really taken off. So, all right. That's the trading session. That's the recap for the day. I'm looking up at let's see, the SPY and the VIX here. So here's the SPY. Looks like we might have bottomed out. Looking for a bounce. I'm looking for the VIX to test this 1821 level here. I have an alarm set on it, actually. So if it does that, I'd look for that would be a spot for the VIX to reverse and start going the other direction. Same thing with the SPY. These relate inversely for the most part. Bitcoin. If Bitcoin makes it down to Let's see. This 44,000 area. I bet you'll see a lot of buying on Bitcoin. That'd be my guess. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe. Tap the bell. Leave a comment, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. I am out.